Now see, so up till now we have seen function template. We have covered function template. Now see, suppose we have written one class and in that class there are multiple functions. So for each function we might need to write this template. So for all functions we need to write this statement before the function definition. But why should we do that? For a complete class we can define template, right? So that is called as a class template. So when we are using this template definition for a complete class, that means for all the functions in that class, so it is called as a class template. We are using this template for a complete class. So see, this swapping example that we have seen for a function, so the same example I have written in a class. Here you can see. So here this class I have written. Now I want to use this template for the class. So here before the class definition, here I have to add one statement just similar to the statement that we have added before the function, right? Here we have used this template for one function. Now we want to use this template for a complete class. So before the class definition, here we have written the statement and it is the same statement. See what is there? Template is one keyword that as it is we have to write. In angular bracket, we have to mention this. So that I have told, here we have written class. We can also write type name also. Both are allowed. Just like here. Here also we have used type name. We can also write class. In the same way, here you can mention type name or class. Both are allowed. This and third thing, that is a placeholder. So this placeholder, sometimes it will be integer, other time maybe it will be float, sometimes it will be a character, sometimes it will be double, based on the situation. Now see, in function template, how it is decided that placeholder will be integer, character, float, double. It is decided based on the data type of the parameter. So in function template, this placeholder is decided based on the data type of parameter that we are passing. In class template, keep in mind, in class template, data type of this placeholder is decided based on this. Now see, here we are defining object of the sample class. Name of the class is sample. We are creating object of this sample class while defining class object of this class sample. In angular bracket, here I have mentioned integer, right? So this integer stands for data type of this placeholder. That means for S1 object, this t will be integer. Now see, in this case, here we have defined object S2 of class sample. In angular bracket, what we have mentioned? Float. That means this t will stand for the float. And here S3, when we are defining S3 object, at that time we have mentioned character. So t will be character. Now see, for S1 object, t is integer, right? So wherever there is t, that will be integer. Wherever there is t, that will be the integer. Again, one more question. Suppose we want to use multiple placeholders. Suppose something like that. I want to use multiple placeholders, something like this. Suppose I want to use like this. Okay. One for integer, another for float, or one is character, another is double, something like that. So we can make like this, but we have to mention for what purpose, for what data type this placeholder will stand. So see here, suppose the first time t I want to use as an integer, but this second t1 I want to use for the float. So I have to mention like this. Now this t will be integer and the second t1 will be float. So likewise we have to mention. But in our example, only one placeholder is needed. So we'll remove this like this. Now again, we'll run this program and we'll see what output that we are getting. So got compiled, no error, and we are running it. So see again, same thing. We are using it for swapping two numbers. So see, swap func, this function I am calling, which is part of this class sample, but this time we are calling by using object s1. So it is swapping two integers, and that by this statement we are printing the value a and b. So a was 3, b was 5. Now here a is 5 and b is 3. Now see, second time when we are calling this swap function, which is the part of sample class. So the s2 object, this s2 object, this is a placeholder will be float. So placeholder will be float, right? So here this swap function placeholder will act as a float, and by this we are swapping two floats, and that output here we are getting. And this third time for s3 object, here we have mentioned that placeholder template or generate data type will act as a character. So this will be the character. So it will act as a character. So here we are using it for the character, and accordingly we got the output. Here you can see we are swapping to character. So in this way this class template is used. So in short, template is used as a generic data type. It is used for the reusability. If we are using for a function, then it is a function template. Just before the function, we have to add this statement. We have to write this keyword template. In angular bracket, we have to mention this thing. Type name is also keyword. Instead of type name, I can mention class. This is the placeholder. So here I have written T, but if you want any other alphabet A, B, C, D, you can write it. Suppose you want to mention multiple placeholders, that also you can write. Just you have to put comma and that other placeholders that you have to mention. Then in function template, how it is decided, data type of this placeholder, it is decided based on data type of the parameter. So in this example, A was int, that's why this T was int. So here A and B both were the integers. That's why there is a T and T. Because T will be integer and this T, same thing, that will be integer. But suppose I want to use A as an integer and B as a float. So here I have to take some different placeholder, and that placeholder here I have to mention it. So this is the function template. I can also use with the array, no issue. When this template we are using for a class, it is called as a class template. Throughout this class, we can use this placeholder or template or generic data type. How to define? Just before the class, we have to add this same statement. Here template is the keyword. In angular bracket, again type name that we have used, that is the keyword. This type name we can replace it by using class, by word class, that also we can do. T is the placeholder. We can use any other alphabet A, B, C, D like this. If there are the multiple placeholder that you want to use, put comma and mention all those things. In function template, data type of the placeholder is decided based on the type of the parameter that we are passing. In class template, while defining the objects in angular bracket, we have to mention. So S1 object placeholder will be integer. For S2 object of the sample class, placeholder will be float. S3 object placeholder will be character. So in this way, class template is used. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.